Get back on today, y'all. I've been going in all day. So I wanted to talk about why you may feel like your 4C here is not growing, why you say it's not growing, or it's shedding too much, or you just feel like it's not thriving. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all see my hair. Looks super healthy, don't it? Very, very healthy. So I'm going to talk about why your 4C here is in struggle energy. And I'm talking about high porosity 4C here. But some low porosity girls, y'all may still benefit from this video. So once again, I'm going to show my hair. Show my hair here. Okay. um, just have y'all have a look at it. Super healthy. Super. So I want to talk about why your 4C here tends to be struggling, why you feel like it's like not growing, you think it's not growing, it's shedding a lot. So my hair is growing pretty fast now. Some of y'all may not remember, just about 2 months ago I told y'all the back was cut too short by the stylist, that I couldn't even roll it, I couldn't even wrap it, but now I can. See, now I can. I can wrap the back. But I'm gonna talk about what I learned about 4C here that I think people need to really pay attention to. And some of y'all may not realize this. Some of y'all may argue with me about this, but it's just the truth. Okay. And this is for young girls as well. Doesn't matter how old you are. So get your notebook out and let's get into it. Once again, I'm gonna show my hair. And this here is not greasy. It's not greasy. It's not greasy. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to wait till we get a few more people in. So I'm going to give you the likely suspects for why your 4C here is shedding too much. Okay. So this is going to disturb some people in here. But your hair should not be shedding much more than this a day. See this here? Should not be shedding much more than that a day. I know some of y'all like, yeah, okay. So I haven't combed my hair all the way through for about 48 hours. And when I detangled it today, this is how much hair came out. In about almost 3 days. This is how much hair came out. That's such a little bit of hair. Okay. um Often people think a ball of hair like this is how much should come out in one day, but that's too much hair. Unless you have hair all the way down your back, that's too much hair to be shedding in one day. Okay. Your hair should be shedding about 100 strands a day. So if you're shedding this much in like 2-3 days, you're shedding just the amount. If we count the hairs and calculate the length of the hair, this is about almost 300 strands. Okay, about almost 3 days. So I haven't combed my hair all the way through with a detangle comb in about 3 days, almost 3 days, and this is how much hair came out. Okay, that's a little bit of hair. All right, so why such little bit of hair coming out? My very thick 4C hair. It is because there's something that I learned about 4C. 4C hair is very sensitive to toxic eating. Okay, it holds toxins even from the food. And it may take actually about a week to detox the toxins from the food out of your hair. So whatever you eat is going to your hair. So if you want your 4C hair to thrive, you have got to clean up your diet for the sake of the fact that your blood type, most black women's blood type, is a blood type that literally clings to toxicity. It's hard to detox the blood. And remember that blood circulation going through the scalp is also deciding whether your hair will have growth or whether your hair will be sick. So it's very important to eat things that detox your blood if you have 4C hair. Now, I know people are saying, I ain't never heard of this. Most people with 4C hair group has a blood type that is sensitive to toxins. So you should be drinking things that actually detox you. 4C hair girls, you have to detox on a daily basis if you want your hair to thrive. So you should be drinking your antioxidants. You should be drinking things like grape. Okay, back in the 90s, everybody was drinking wine. Like a lot of people were drinking red wine, berry wine. So when you drink wine that has berries in it, it actually helps to detox you, but it also stimulates hair growth. I know for a fact that red wine and berry juice does that because my stepfather hair grew very, very fast. Okay, very long, very fast, and he he drank red wine through his day. He drank a lot of berries, a lot of red fruit. So you need to have a variety of red and purple and blue fruit. Those are the superfoods that are going to grow your hair. The Empress, she eats strawberries, she eats grapes, she eats berries, she eats blueberries. She also likes her cucumbers and she likes raspberries. So you need to start shopping on your grocery list a higher amount of berries, okay? And you need to eat them through your day. Also, seeds. Now, my stepfather, he grew hair, his hair grew very fast and very long, but he ate seeds through his day. And when my hair was growing the fastest it ever grew, I was always eating pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. I was walking around with a big jumbo bag of seeds. Everybody knew I was the seed queen, okay? So I started eating seeds again. I started eating seeds again about a month ago, about 2 months ago, and I noticed improvement in my hair and my skin. I just noticed that my hair don't shed as much. So I strongly believe that seeds are very important to for hair growth, especially for girls with 4C hair. So eat your seeds, eat your strawberries, eat your berries. Create a little picnic basket of berries and seeds and carry it around with you. Also, what I used to eat when my hair was very long down the hair, like Mufasa's, I would often eat oatmeal. I often eat almond and walnut grain bars. Almond and walnuts grow your hair. So back in the 90s when my hair was like down the hair, people will tell you like back in the early 2000s and 90s, my hair was like hair. I was walking around with an almond and walnut grain bar with me. I literally did not eat any grains if it didn't have seeds, almonds, and walnuts in it. So go to Walmart, go to the store, and specifically buy you some grain bars that has almonds and walnuts and pecans in it. A variety of nuts and seeds. Okay, it's going to cost you some money now. It used to be cheap, but do you want your hair to thrive? That's the question, okay? So what I started doing is loading my cereal up with seeds. Like I take a spoonful out here and I put it in my cereal every morning. At least several days a week I do it. Or I put it in my salad, okay? Now, one of the most likely suspects for your hair shedding a lot is vitamin B deficiency. And how do I know this? Is that when my hair was shedding the most, the doctor actually told me I had a vitamin B deficiency. So I'm not just saying this. I am living proof that low vitamin B can make your hair fall out. It happened to me. So get you a Super B complex. Okay? Super B. All right. The nervous system can cause your hair to fall out if your nerves are unstable, or if you're stressed, or if your vitamin B is low. So get your vitamin B. Now, iron tends to be a deficiency in women as they are getting um, up into menopause or premenopause. So get you an iron supplement. When you lose a lot of iron, your hair you loses strength, so it becomes fragile. So it could be when you're combing your hair is just snapping because you're low in iron. So iron and super B complex. Now the MSM vitamin here is so important to get. Doesn't matter if you're in your 20s or if you're in your 50s. And I will explain why the MSM vitamin is an elite vitamin for skin and hair. It is because it has sulfur and magnesium in it. Sulfur is something that starts to become a deficiency as a woman ages. And magnesium also tends to be struggle energy because a lot of people forget to eat things like zucchini. But if you're indoors a lot as well, you may not be getting enough magnesium. So if you don't get a lot of bright light, white light therapy, you may be struggling with vitamin D and magnesium. So what I recommend is you start to do white light therapy for your hair. Get you a white light therapy lamp and have it beaming down. A lot of people will only do it this way. But at some point, you should be holding the white light head as well. So you minutes with it in front of your face and then 20 minutes over your head. That white light therapy is going to stimulate hair growth. Okay? All right. So I help y'all with that. These wind chimes is loud. I can't even hear myself. Woo! They're loud, y'all. I can't hear myself over these wind chimes. So a high fat diet literally makes your hair super toxic. So lower your fats and increase your protein and increase your berries. Try not to eat more than 58 grams of fat. That's even pushing it. So keep your fat intake as low as possible every single day. I would say to be on the safe side where your body's not so toxic, keep your fat like under 50, 55 grams. Okay, if you're a woman. If you don't, what's going to happen is your body's going to store some of that fat, and it's storing some of the toxins. So that toxins is running through your body and it's interfering with hair growth. So if you've been doing a high fat diet, I highly recommend that you fast a couple days so you can get all that toxic fat sludge out of your bowels. Do a hard reset and then lower your fat intake. All right. Okay. One way to know whether you're making the right decisions for your hair to be healthy is your mental health. Are you thinking better? Are your thoughts coming through stronger? Are you getting downloads? Are you inspired? If you're struggling with all that, then your hair is struggling. Remember, the crown chakra is also connected to brain power. So if you don't do the brain heart health diet, you cannot expect your hair to thrive. So you should be looking up what foods you need to eat for your brain. Okay? So do some research. Okay? Look up brain foods. Say, I'm not just eating for my brain, I'm eating for my hair. So this is a vitamin that I take. And I remember taking this when my hair was growing real fast. So I'm gonna start taking it again. Okay? So this is a brain vitamin, and with brain vitamins, they give you enough of every single vitamin. See what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about a vitamin deficiency. It gives you enough. So in the brain vitamin, it gives you the vitamins that would cause hair fall as well, like vitamin B6. If that's low, that'll cause hair fall. Iron. Um, let's see here. Vitamin C. Biotin is in here. See, magnesium. 50 milligrams of magnesium. 50. Zinc is in here and selenium. Potassium, 19 milligrams. Now, I can tell you right now, a little hidden reason why your hair is struggling is potassium. Low potassium can cause muscle pain. And when your body hurts, the hair doesn't want to grow. So manage your pain. If you're suffering in pain, your hair is going to suffer. So consider doing some natural remedies to manage your pain. So smoking CBD, hemp flower that will manage your pain. You need something to block the pain receptors so that you don't feel the pain, so your hair doesn't suffer. Okay? When you see people who are cancer patients and their hair's falling out, it's not just from chemo. It's because of the pain. So you need to manage your pain levels in a healthy way. So one thing I like to do to manage pain early in my day is I like to drink ginger water. So I'll put a teaspoon of ginger in my morning tea. That brings down the pain, headaches, whatever pain is in my body. I don't even feel. The ginger gets rid of it. So then my hair will be comfortable with growing. Your hair may be afraid to grow due to the pain that's in your body. It might go like this and be like, no, I can't, like a scared little kid. You want your hair to want to come out, but it has to feel safe. So make sure that you are doing some smart pain management. Now, I want to talk about sealing because I realized that I was sealing wrong, and I realized a lot of people with 4C here is sealing wrong. Okay. Whenever you are using any type of gel for sealing, it doesn't matter if it's thick or if it's strong. If it's extra hold, it doesn't matter. You need a protective oil on your hair first. So don't just bust out the gel because it says it's alcohol free. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it says it'll give a strong hold. You have to put something that protects your hair from breakage before you use gel as a sealant. Okay? So what you need to do is before you put that gel to seal, you need to do the regular sealing process, which is water, oil, cream. Okay? Now, this is going to make people say, I don't agree with you, Miss V, but I tested it. So I know it's true. When you're using gel as a sealer, it does not go on the ends of your hair. I know people are going to be like, Miss V, you're wrong. No, I'm right. Okay? Gel is just too tough on the ends of our hair. So when you use gel is for taming. All gel is just for taming the edges. That's all. And before you even use gel to tame the edges, to seal the edges, like here, you still have to put a moisturizer in first. So let me give you an example here. Let me give you an example. If you're using your gel for taming, for taming, for sealing, for parting, okay, then the gel goes in last. What goes in first is the water, the oil, the cream, then the gel. But the gel should never be combed down to the end. The only thing that's going to go on your hair from like 2 inches from the scalp, only thing that's going to go on your hair is the water oil cream. So after about 2-3 inches up from your scalp, there's no more gel after that. No more gel. Okay, no more gel. Unless you plan to lock your hair. Unless you're planning to lock or put in some weave, then the gel does not go beyond about 2 inches, 2-3 inches from your scalp. So this is what I recommend. When you are parting your hair, you put the gel on the sides, all the sides here. Part again, put the gel on the sides. Part again, put the gel on the sides. Then wash the gel off your hands. Wash it off. And then from the point from the point of where the gel stops, then you're going to do water, oil, cream. And then you're going to twist your hair. Okay? What's going to happen is you're going to have a soft hold. See, soft. See, that's soft. Nice and soft. But here, okay, is going to train these ones to stay with the rest of the hair. Okay? Basically, gel is really for twisting and to lock your hair or for placement of parts. Gel is only for the placement of your parts, to track the parting, to tame. It is not for, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slick this gel through. No, it's not. I don't care if it's alcohol free. The only way you can get away with using a gel through your entire hair is it has to be a very soft gel, like the gel Shine Jam. It has to be a jam, not a gel. The only thing you can comb through your hair, okay, that's in the gel family is jam, Jam, and it has to be regular hold jam. You can comb that through. Why? It's because it has a moisturizer in it. Jam has a moisturizer in it. Gel does not have a moisturizer in it. So when you get jam, it has the ingredients. I'm talking about jam. It has ingredients in there that actually moisturize your hair. So that's why you can use it through your hair. But gel should not be, no matter what the gel is, it should not be used through your entire hair to the end unless you're planning to lock your hair or you're trying to put in some weave. Now, the reason why you do not use a gel all the way to the end of your hair is because you're trying to keep as much hydration in your hair through an entire week. And gel, even without alcohol, hardens your hair, dries your hair out. By the third and fourth day, your hair feels crispy. So if you say, I'm going to go a whole week, by the time Friday come, your hair is so crispy you may get some breakage when you try to take down your hair. So only thing you would be able to do to prevent breakage from taking down your hair with gel all the way through it is that you would actually have to shampoo and rinse your hair while the twist is still in to prevent breakage when you take it down. But to avoid all that, simply do not put the gel all the way through. Pre-part your hair with the gel only here after you put the moisturizer in. Never ever use a gel even for parting without a moisturizer in first. So it's moisturizer and then gel for parting. Moisturizer, then gel for parting. Once you have dipped your fingers in that gel, you cannot go through like this through your hair. You have to go wash your hand or wipe your hand off real good. And then put the water and oil and moisturizer on the rest of your hair. The end of your hair needs to not have any gel. Okay, let me say this again. The end of your hair should not have any gel. All right? Okay. So even if you're doing like jumbo plaits, you're only going to work around the edge of the plait with the gel. Then after you do all the placements with all the plaits, you're going to wash that gel off your hand. And then you're going to take the water and the oil and the moisturizer and plait your hair up. Okay? Now, just in case you manage to get some gel, a little bit of gel on the ends of your hair, you should consider still using the water, oil, and the cream to keep the ends moisturized, even if there's gel in there. But I highly recommend that you avoid gel on your ends at all costs. Run from it. If anyone even thinks of putting gel on the ends of your hair, run like hell. Okay, if you go to a stylist and she's like, let me, she's rubbing that gel, she's putting, say, no gel on the ends of my hair. None. None. Okay? If you have a problem with sealing the ends of your hair using water, oil, and cream, what you can do is you can roll the end of your hair and you can put a rubber, one of those rubber hair ties that won't pull your hair out. You can put one of those on it, or you can actually get you a bead. So you can just slip a bead up it. And then, like we used to do, put aluminum foil on it, and then we would put a bead up it. That way the end is rolled in at least, since the cream didn't quite close the end off. Okay? I actually recommend getting used to using beads on the end of your hair to roll off the end. This is going to keep you from being tempted and using gel to seal your end. Okay, so get your water, oil, and your cream from 3 inches from the root and twist your hair down, then roll it up and put you one of those jumbo beads on, okay, and leave it like that. And that at least that'll protect the end. That'll keep you from getting breakage. Or you can wear your hair like I'm doing mine, like I have mine. Okay? Now, the moment your hair starts to feel very dry is actually the moment that it needs to be washed or rinsed. Don't sit up there and be like, nah, I wash my hair every 2 weeks. No, you wash your hair, you recondition your hair when your hair feels too dry. And you'll know this because you'll go like this and be like, Dad, this hair feel like real dry. Now, it shouldn't feel real dry on the second day if you didn't use gel through your hair. There's no way in hell your hair should feel dry, like bone dry, on the third day after you did your hair if you sealed in some oil. If you didn't use gel through your hair should still feel that softness to it when you feel it. Okay? It should feel still like, yeah, this feels kind of soft. Now, here's the thing. One thing you can do when you're like, I want to let my cornrows and twists last a little longer, I don't want to have to wash my hair every week, then I highly recommend that you get a botanical leave-in conditioner. A botanical. And then what you're going to do is at the end of the week, you're going to spray those you're going to Spray your hair real good with it. Okay, what that's going to do is put the nutrients back in your hair and hydrate your hair while it's still twisted for another week. Okay. Now there are oils that are better for hydrating your hair, and you can make your own botanical blends. I know the tea tree oil is actually really good for fighting dryness. So consider make yourself a cucumber, aloe vera, and tea tree oil spray, and maybe put a little bit of your cream in there, and then you'll have a nice little botanical moisturizer. Then you could just spray your hair and leave it in another week. So on the 7th day or the 8th day, you just spray your hair. That's going to help your hair to stay hydrated if it starts to feel like it's too dry. Now here's another thing. Don't rush to take your hair down because you feel a little itch. Sometimes a little itch means you did not moisturize that part of your scalp enough. So consider just moisturizing that part of your scalp that's itchy. You don't want to take your hair down right after you just did it. Too many takedowns too soon will cause breakage. So consider creating your own scalp moisture, anti-itch scalp moisturizing scalp spray. So for example, let's say you feel like, oh, I got a little bit of itch and I just did my hair 2 days ago, but it's a tiny little itch. You're going to take a little bit of tea tree, and you can get a dropper, and you're just going to drop it in where that spot is. Tea tree is wonderful for hydrating. See, it says conditions the scalp to help control dryness. Moisturizing oil for help hair and scalp. Okay, it helps to keep the hydration going when you've hydrated your hair. All right. So I really hope that all this information has helped. Now, one thing I found out, if the weather is under 60 degrees and it's not sunny, you might as well just put on a turban. Okay? You do not want to be walking outside in 60-degree weather where there is no sun and it feels cold, because that is going to help. The cold is going to freeze your hair. And icy hair still breaks. Period. As soon as you go to take it down, you're going to go, this hair is real crispy. Now, here's what you can do. If you've been out in an extreme cold temperature and your hair is out, you want to give yourself a hot oil treatment. You're going to have to do hot oil treatments if you're rocking your hair uncovered in the winter. Once again, if you're walking outside with your hair uncovered in the winter air, you will have to do hot oil treatments every week. You're going to be fighting to keep your hair soft and moisturized. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. MSM, y'all, this is my baby. These is my road dogs right here. They come through. This iron and this B complex and this MSM come through. Come through. So I like to take a break sometime and drink some red wine because I'm drinking it for my hair. I'm not just drinking this because it feels good. Okay? If you ever look at some winos, they got hair down to here. Seriously, like, go to the islands. They over there drinking out wine and mango drinks and stuff, and their hair's down to here. Because this is what they're drinking. They're also drinking cucumber and vodka, cucumber and wine drinks and all type of fruity drinks on the islands. They're drinking a variety of fruity drinks. I'm about to go get me some what's that champagne you can drink in the morning? I forget it. It's a island champagne. And you can drink it in the morning. I forget what it is, but I'm about to get me some. I'm gonna go to the liquor store this week and get me a bottle to celebrate because I'm about to start a new job. I'm going back to my 9 to 5 life. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I miss it. I know some of y'all like, what? Nope. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the 9 to 5 jobs is better than all these apps. Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled. Y'all been tricked to think that 9 to 5 jobs is more toxic than these apps. No, it's not, y'all. No, it's not. There, you can get justice on a 9 to 5 job. You can't get no justice on these apps. You can't. Okay, there's rules and everything that the 9 to 5 jobs have. This is the wild wild west. Working online is the wild wild west. There's nothing glamorous about it, frankly. But yeah, y'all. So um, what I was saying about the berries, okay? So I have a family member, and it doesn't matter if she's white, doesn't matter. Her hair is always long, very long, and she drinks wine. She's like a hardcore wine drinker. And I'm like, wow. My dad had beautiful hair, okay? Beautiful hair, and he drank wine all day. And my stepdad. I'm not saying become an alcoholic, but if you can't get your berries in through fruit from the grocery store and you like to drink, why don't you just drink 2 glasses of wine a day? That'll get you your berries in. I'm telling y'all, my hair was the healthiest when I was eating a variety of fish and drinking wine. I'm telling you, when we see these celebrity women and their hair is thriving, they're eating more fish than you. They're eating more fish than me. My sister is like the fish queen, and she didn't touch her hair. This is no lie, y'all. She didn't touch her hair in about 6 months, and her hair is long, okay? Long. And she was like, I can't believe how long my hair grew. But all she was doing was rinsing her hair. She wasn't combing it. She wasn't combing it or nothing. But she was eating a lot of fish and drinking her wine. And she eats shrimp. She eats 3 different types of fish every week. And when I was mostly a pescatarian and Mediterranean eater, I never had to struggle with my hair. I struggled with nothing in my health. My health was perfect. So I decided that I would narrow my meals down to meat, red meat once a day. I refuse to eat red meat every single day, twice a day. You know, like sausages in the morning, then beef at dinner. No, I ain't doing that no more. It just doesn't do me well. It's not good for an empress. The empress is not really messing with red meat. That's something that I learned, y'all. So if you're struggling, with your skin, your hair, or anything like that, you need to consider leaving the red meat alone for a while. See what happens. You know, I know some of y'all say y'all don't like fish. You can learn to love it. You can learn to like it. Get you some breaded fish. For real, like, find a fish that you can stand to eat. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much, Yelena. Thank you very much. When me and my daughter's hair was growing ridiculously fast, well, my hair is growing faster again now, but it's because I'm on the I'm on the heart health diet, and I monitor my fats very carefully. If I never let my fats go over 50 something. If they go over 50 something, I don't eat the rest of the day. I may not even eat till lunchtime the next day. Like if I look and I be like, oh, somehow I had 60 something grams of fat, I'm not eating till almost lunchtime the next day. Only thing I'll have for breakfast is some egg whites and a salad. I'll make sure I have almost no fats until almost dinner the next day to crash my fats. Because y'all, fats block everything. High fat diet block everything. High fat diet gives you abscesses. It gives you it makes your hair fatigue. You get hair fatigue. Your skin looks like crap. Your genitals, it's hard to keep them smelling good. I'm keeping it real, y'all. Your poop stink. You got to wash your butt after every time, real well after you poop, because the fat is stinking up your bottom. You have to wash up, full wash up. You baby wipes won't even pull it through because the fat stinks that bad when it comes out your butt. Your ears starts to get funky and slimy and itchy. You have all this random itching going on. Ladies, your discharge suddenly gets too heavy. It's y'all. It's trash. It's trash. I got my sister on. I was talking to my sister about managing her fat intake. High fat diet blocks everything. If your hair is blocked, your money's blocked. This is the truth, y'all. If you're struggling with your hair, you're going to be struggling with opportunities. You're going to be someone that need donations. You're going to be dependent on donations. The people that just, have mercy on you. You might as well just be somebody that's disabled in the hospital. Like, it's literally that real with the high fat diet. Okay? I'm seeing some doctors on YouTube doing that high fat diet, and it's like when I look at videos when they were my age, I still look younger than them, a lot younger than them, but they're pushing that high fat diet. For me, I see fat is for moisturizing. I don't really see it necessary to eat. Like, once you get over 50 grams of fat, you're not eating because you're hungry. You're eating because you're greedy. You're eating because you're not doing any emotional therapy. So put down the high fat diet and start snacking on other foods that will help you emotionally. Like strawberries. Strawberries is good for the happy hormone. Okay? Snack on something like this. You're a little hungry? Put down the greasy potato chips and get you something like this. Is your potato chips. If you want to look younger or you want your hair to be healthier and strong and thick like mine, nice and thick, this is your snack. Literally, go get you a bunch of dry fruit. Okay? Put it in a bag like this and carry this around with you. Let everybody else snack on greasy potato chips and Fritos and Cheetos. Say, no, I'm good. I'm an empress. Okay? Now, when we look at this, I know people are saying, this is not good for you. This is on the heart health diet. There's somebody in my family who had a heart attack. And the doctor said they can eat this. So if they can eat it, I can eat it. They had a heart attack. So I told them to buy this for me too. We both gonna eat it as a snack. Right. All right. So get your snacks in for your hair and your skin. Okay? Before you even eat a snack, be like, is this helping my skin and my hair? That's how you got to think as a woman. Okay? As a woman. You got to think like that. See? Them greasy Them greasy potato chips, those are for men. That's not for you. You're an empress. You're a queen. Eat like a queen. Eat this. Okay? Snack for your gender. Y'all, that's deep. Snack for your gender. Praise the Most High. Hmm? All right. Now, what I'm doing again to grow my hair, y'all, is to keep my hair from breaking. It's not breaking at all now, and it's doing really good. This is all that came out in 3 days. Doing really good. What I'm having is cucumber water. Cucumber, ginger, potassium water every morning from now on. I'm never going to stop drinking cucumber water. I know for a fact that it grows your hair. When I grew my hair, like Mufasa's hair, a few years ago, I was firing on cucumbers. I was buying like 10 cucumbers a week. My family members will tell you I had big jugs of cucumbers. I think that Cardi B swears by cucumbers. Cucumbers and onions. She says cucumber and onion water. She swears by for her hair. So what I'm going to start doing actually is whenever it's like wash day, I'm just going to give my hair a good cucumber onion massage, with the onion and cucumber, and then I'll shampoo it out. Maybe I'll leave it in for a minute or two for growth stimulation. I really want to try to stick organic with growing hair. Like the foods that's in the grocery store. I want to just be like, hey, I could use these onions and cucumbers for my hair, whatever's left. You know what I find funny? Is that if you walk around smelling like onions in the black community, they say you stink. But in other countries, they don't consider that stinking. And that makes me not want to go to the black community because I want to rinse my hair in onion water without somebody saying, "Ew, you stink, you smell like onions." It's like if I smell like onions in the Asian community, ain't nobody saying that. See, this is what makes it hard for women of color with 4C hair to grow their hair. Because we need the things that people will shame in the black community. So I think that we might have to leave the black culture in order to get the benefits that other cultures are getting. I'm speaking directly to women of color, whether you got 4C hair, 3A hair. I really think you need to leave the black culture food and the black culture hair, some of the hair care. You got to get rid of some of the hair care. Everything has to be in jars. No, why can't you just use the stuff that's in your ice box? I mean, I'm serious. Why can't we just use that? I mean, it's too expensive. Y'all, this is $25 now. I'm not using this no more. I'm done. When this run out, I'm not doing this. I just got lucky and got it for $5, but it's never for $5. This is it. I'm gonna get me some regular old shea butter, or I'll use some banana and mayo mask to moisturize my hair. Because guess what, y'all? Do you know that moisture from your conditioner is enough? I know that's crazy, y'all. I know that's crazy. We really don't even need this. If your conditioner, your moisturizing conditioner was the bomb, you wouldn't even need this. Okay? All you would have to use is an oil and a grease to seal after that, because the moisture is already in your hair from the conditioner. Y'all, this is real. Okay? So, for example, I got the banana the Patana conditioner over there. You put it in your hair for 20 minutes and then you rinse it out. Once your hair is soft and moisturized from the conditioner, you're hung free. All you got to do then is seal it in, which means maybe a little bit of an oil that actually seals. Okay, a sealing oil that fights dryness, and a little bit of grease. Little bit, just a little bit, so your hair is not greasy, and then go ahead and twist it and you're done. The problem is people are not using a moisturizing washout conditioner. So this is why they're buying this stuff. Excuse me, y'all, my allergies. Woo, every time I open the back door and the wind come through here, it's like my throat tickle. Hi, everybody. So I think I'm going to go Cardi B style, and I'm going to use what's in my kitchen cabinet. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. I don't care if I got to use mayo, ranch dressing, butter. There's a girl on YouTube. I think her name is Curly Curl Girl. She uses butter. She uses regular butter out of the ice box for her hair. She says her hair is so soft and so healthy. I said, I'm about to do the same thing. You know? Put a little bit, mix the butter up. A little bit of butter and just go through whatever. One thing I found out is that the stimulation of the hair growth begins long before you seal. So long before you even seal in moisture, your whatever you used to condition your hair into whatever tonic you put on your scalp and washed out, it is actually doing a lot of the work, with the exception of your diet. So let's say you use peppermint, aloe vera, and tea tree as a tonic, on your scalp. And like maybe in some cucumber water on your scalp to stimulate, like you use your brush, you brush your scalp, and then you use the blend of olive oil, tea tree, peppermint, and aloe vera on your scalp. Okay, you're using that to stimulate growth, and you leave it on there maybe about 5 minutes, and then you rinse it out. It has done the work to stimulating growth. The only thing really that sealing and moisture do is keep your hair from breaking. Okay, unless it is a moisturizer that actually has ingredients that grow your hair. So I know for a fact that avocado actually do grow your hair. Okay, when my hair grew like Mufasa's hair down in here, the stylist was using an avocado hairline on me and an avocado cream. And what she used to stimulate hair growth was peppermint, aloe vera, and tea tree. And she was like literally massaging it into my scalp, and she left it on a few minutes and then shampooed it out. And I was getting this done every 2 weeks, y'all. Yeah. And then and I was drinking cucumber water in here. And here was like Mufasa, y'all, like straight up. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Like I said, I'm tired of buying all these creams and all this side stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just start using whatever I got, whatever's in my icebox. Onion, rice water, butter, mayo. Yeah, I'm not playing anymore. The leftover, the cucumber water, whatever. What is the point? I mean, they're robbing us blind with this stuff. I'm eliminating some of the steps. I'm eliminating it. Okay. What I'm going to keep on, what I'm going to keep, as I said, all I'm worried about is my conditioner moisturizing my hair. If my conditioner don't moisturize my hair, my washout conditioner, I don't even want to use it. If it does not hydrate my hair very well and moisturize it, I don't even want to use it. Because I'm not going to have, I don't want to back up. I don't want to back up no more. That's extra money. Straight up, y'all. And I'm doing an apple cider vinegar rinse every month just to make sure that I get any of the toxins out that may be stopping my hair growth. I did an apple cider vinegar and baking soda rinse 2 weeks ago now. And I'm going to tell y'all something that I believe detoxed my hair. Now, some of y'all ain't going to want to hear this. This is what I did to give my hair a very deep detox 2 weeks ago. And I believe that it stopped the breakage. Baby powder. I know y'all like I'm out, Miss V. I'm out. I literally drenched my hair in lavender baby powder. Okay. And I was literally going like this. I dried up every little bit, tiny little bit of oil or product that was in my hair. I wanted it out. And then I did a hydration shampoo and a hydration conditioner. And then I sealed in moisture. Now my go-to detox in my hair is baby powder now. Y'all, I'm telling you no lie, it will get everything out of your hair. Everything. If you want to just kick it all, everything you put in your hair out, drench your hair with baby powder. I really think that our ancestors might have been using starch to give their hair like a starchy powder or flour to give their hair a very deep detox. When it had too much product in it, or the product wouldn't come out. So y'all, I'm swearing by baby powder, y'all. I'm swearing by it. Hi everybody. My hair got so bright, y'all, when I used that baby powder and I stripped all the product out. All the oils, everything, all my gray got super bright. My hair was super bright. I really think that these shampoos ain't doing all the work. You know how some people use baking soda? I'm using baby powder in here. Straight up baby powder. Like every other month, baby powder. Full reset. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead to my kitchen cabinet. I mean, we always cooking up something when conversations and cooking on these apps and cooking creatively. Let's go ahead and get something cooking in the head. Like for real, let's cook in our hair. We're supposed to be magicians. Why don't we start making up our own stuff with what we got in our cabinet and stop spending our money on all these products? Now, of course, if you're having a problem internally, you got to get the vitamins like I do. But other than that, I'm good, y'all. I will straight take something like this. See this? That's what I did. I put this in my drink. I will straight give my hair a lemon raspberry rinse, y'all. I'm not to be played with. That's cheaper than going out there and buying raspberry essential oil and lemon essential oil when I could just sit here and just rinse my hair in here with this drink. I mean, think about it. If I can drink it in my body, why can't I rinse my hair in it? Like, that's what get me. Everybody's like, that's for drinking. Okay, I'm going to put this in my mouth, going down my throat. But it can't go on my scalp. It can't go in my hair. Yeah, this can go in my hair. It's going in my mouth. It's going in my mouth. Y'all. We doing too much, y'all. We doing way too much with these products. It's over. My one family member, they're white, and look what they use. You know what they put in their hair? Water and this. This is all they do. They go and rinse their hair and they use this. Like every single day, they just rinse their hair and they use this. And then at the end of the month, they get a um, conditioning shampoo. But I said, and their hair is so healthy looking, y'all. I said they didn't went on down to just this. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm trying to make my own leave-in botanical blend from foods right out of my cabinet. I'm trying to make my own, and that be all I use, except for my, my taming gel on my edges here for parting. That be all I use. My botanical spray, my taming gel, and that's it. That is it. And I'm not even going to be using this anymore. See this here? I'm switching over to the jam. I'm switching over to the jam. So next month I'll be using jam, botanical spray, and that's it. But I'm making my own botanical spray. I'm going up in there. And I'm putting some onions, some cucumbers, all type of stuff in that spray. And I'm going to be like, shh. And people going to be like, somebody smell like onions. I'm going to be like, and when somebody say, ew, somebody smell like onions, somebody smell like a hoagie, I'm going to be like, me. And I'm getting the benefits too. And I'm getting the benefits. For real. When you smell some East Indian people say they smell spicy. They smell like cumin. Yeah, but they're here all the way down to here. They don't give a damn. You can go to an East Indian person and be like, why you smell like a whole bottle of spice? A whole spicy cabinet. They look at you like, I don't give a damn. I look better than you. My hair is healthier. Everything healthier. They don't care. I don't care now. I'll smell like onions all day. I don't care. Shoot, I'm gonna put some clementine juice in it. Squeeze me some clementine, for freshening my hair, or some peppermint oil to freshen my hair up. Some, peppermint in there. And so the onion smell ain't too strong, but I'm done, y'all. I'm about to cut me up some onions right now to make me an onion spray for my hair. Because I really think that onions aren't really for eating. I think onions is actually for medicinal reasons, like growing your hair, or when you're sick, you're really sick, like in chicken soup. I don't really think onions is something you just be like eating in salads all the time. I think onions is definitely for stimulation, because they feel like they stimulate. So I think Cardi B says she uses onions and cucumbers, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I know she got 4 group here. Cardi B got like 4B here. So she's using onions and cucumbers, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know when I drink cucumbers, my hair grows fast. I'm seeing hair growth, so I might as well spray it in my hair. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and make me some onion water and put my I think my cucumber water is almost ready. I'm gonna give it another hour or two. I'm gonna put some cucumber water in here, or some onion water, and be like, psh. Okay, bye everybody. See y'all later.